Hey guys, Alex. In today's video, I want to show you quickly how you can set up a split test for one of your Google ad groups for Google Ads. Now, in this case, purpose of this video, it's going to be for an appliance repair business. And I'm just going to show you, first of all, how to find a campaign or ad group to split test. And then second of all, how to actually implement the split test and why. By the way, if you need help with your plans to repair Google Ads or your Google Ads at all, feel free to click the link down below. You can book a free consultation call with me. I'm happy to take a look at your campaigns and let you know how to improve everything, answer any questions you might have, stuff like that. So in this campaign, we do have a number of ad groups running. The click-through rate isn't that relevant right now, but that's something that you would look at first before you would decide, well, so you can decide which of these ad groups you would want to actually split test. But because this campaign was running on display ads with a responsive search ad, the click-through rate is a little bit skewed, but with dry repair being the most, second most popular campaign with a pretty low click-through rate, overall, I am going to go in and see if there is any split test running or share with you guys what I think the split test would be. You can also see here with conversion rate, 25% for the broad New Jersey, and then dry repair on its own only has 3%. So if it has the lowest click-through rate, the lowest conversion rate, and you can also look at cost per click as a way to determine which campaigns which ad group you should start with, or campaigns overall. But those three metrics are what I would look at first, right? So click through to the ad group, and we are now in the dry repair ad group, to the ads, and you can see that we are only running one ad here, right? So of course, with just one ad running, this would make it eligible for a split test. Now, let's actually take a look at the ad and see how it is structured. So nothing is pinned. There's no numbers or anything in the titles, in the headlines, sorry. And the descriptions look pretty okay. All right, this is fine, right? So what you would do now is you just click here, you click edit, because how you want to split test is you want to just make a very small change that you can then track in the campaign, right? Or within the ad group, right? You would just do copy, right? Now the ad is copied. I like to unclick this, unclick it again, and then just paste. And now it's going to paste that ad into this ad group. Let's go make sure we're in the right ad group here. Done. If ad already exists, create a duplicate, and now this is going to paste into the same ad group for the ads for the dry repair ad group. And I'll just show you a quick change that you can make, and then you can start split testing just based on the traffic that's already coming through. So it's important to notice that this is just the last 7 days, and we do have 10,000 impressions. You don't want to be split testing until you have an ad. You don't want to split test from day one, personally. You don't want to be split testing until you have an ad that has at least 2,000 to 3,000 impressions, right? Then you can start making decisions based on data. And the other thing to pay attention, or the other thing worth mentioning, is that this is all because the ad was set for Google's display network, even though it's a search ad and that we don't want to be showing up in the display network. It skews the results, right? So from here, we now have the new ad. This is where you're going to go in. And now you need to think of one thing to change, or one thing to add, or one thing to include or modify, anything like that, based on what people are looking for. So here in Newark is the actual campaign, although I do believe it is Jersey City. What would you want to add to your campaign, to your ad, as a way to improve performance for the overall ad group, right? If somebody is looking for dry repair, what is something that would call to them? And it actually does, I think it is Jersey City. What is something that would call to them, right? That would make them more likely to click through versus what the other ads are showing. So what you can actually do is go to Google and look up what your competitors are running for that specific search. So Jersey City dryer repair. Let me just bring this over to see if we have any ads. So these are the ads that people have, right? This seems pretty boring. This seems pretty boring. Same day appliance repair, that's fine, although it's for Sub-Zero Viking repair. This seems pretty interesting. It does have a number, which kind of calls to people. But these are all pretty boring ads, right? So what I would actually do with this ad, this campaign, is I'll just get rid of Is there a spot at the bottom? No, we have all the ones filled up. So what you can do, depending on the impressions, is you can actually go check and see which of these is performing the best. I can tell, I'm gonna say that I will just pin this one into the first spot, and that's it. Now that everybody, we can fix your dryer today. I don't actually like the phrasing. We'll just go, we'll fix your dryer today. That's it. Now everybody that sees this ad is gonna see, we'll fix your dryer today, right? That's a little bit more call to action-y, a little bit more in your face than what the other ads are showing. If you know exactly how much it costs to repair dryers, or if you know that most people are going to be getting service calls instead of actual repairs, right? You could add something like dryer repair from $139, right? Just having that number there is really good. But I like We'll Fix Your Dryer Today. It kind of calls to me. The people that they need their dryer repaired quickly, right? So We'll Fix Your Dryer Repair. We'll Fix Your Dryer Today is a really good headline. And that's really about it. And let me just pause for a moment. All right, at that point, that's really all I would change. And with that pin on the first spot, you don't want to make too many changes because then you won't be able to tell whether or not the split test is working, right? If you make 3 changes, and of course you can compare all the data, but if you make too many changes in one ad within the ad group, you won't be able to see exactly what's working. Now you can add different ads if you're getting a lot of impressions every day, every week. If you're getting thousands of impressions every day and the budget's high enough, you can split test multiple ads within the ad group. That'll be fine. But for the purpose of this, just one change is enough to see if that's going to make a difference or not, right? The other important thing you need to remember is it's either here in the ad group setting, ad rotation, right? So you can use the campaign setting, which I believe for this campaign is to do not optimize. But if you are split testing, you always want to make sure you select do not optimize and rotate ads indefinitely. This way, Google is sending the same amount of traffic, the same amount of impressions, showing your ads the same amount of time. That'll let you decide, and not Google decide which ad you want to run, right? If you let Google decide, they'll choose their own ad, and it might not be in a way that's beneficial to your campaign, to your business goals. But basically, you want to make sure you set it to do not optimize so that Google shows each ad the same amount of times, right? It's going to be a full split test this way, or split test enough according to Google, right? You would click save, exit out of the settings, and there you have it. They will approve this, and then if this in the last 7 days had 10,000 impressions, it won't now, because I do believe we changed we removed the Google Display Network. But once this has about 2,000 or 3,000 impressions, you'll be able to see the data, see which one performs better, and then move on from there, right? So if it does perform better, you can perform another split test and pause the old one. If it performs worse, you can just perform another split test. Still pause the old one, leave it there, copy a new ad so you can go through eventually over time and see all the different split tests you've run. But yeah, you'll have to check back in a week or 2 or however long it takes you to get those 2,000 or 3,000 impressions to see how the split test is performing. Super straightforward strategy, incredibly important. And there's a lot of data that you can use in Google's own back end if you have the time to go through and track everything and check everything to see what you should remove, what you should add, and especially based on what your competitors are running. And that's it for today's video. Like I said, if you need help running your own campaigns, or if you have any questions about your Google Ads for any business, feel free to click the link down below and book a call with me. I'm happy to look at your campaign, answer any questions you might have, and see if there's any opportunity for us to work together. Either way, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.